Hi there, this is Marina Lemus, and I'm recording this video for you today as an exercise in courage. I have some thoughts that have been weighing heavy on my heart for several weeks, and I haven't been able to push through and be completely vulnerable. So today's the day. I'm going to have complete courage today, so please be nice with your comments and your likes and your shares, because this is me moving forward completely in total vulnerability. I wanted to share with you publicly, my friends and colleagues, that I was recently laid off from my job. I was let go in August. In fact, today is the 2-month anniversary of my last day working. And I wanted to share that publicly because I know that there are many of you out there who are also going through the same thing. I know that there are many of you who have been recently laid off from your jobs, or maybe you're about to be laid off from your job, or maybe you're going through a life transition that is just proving to be difficult. I wanted to let you know that you're not alone, that there are many of us out there who are also experiencing the same thing. I wanted to remind you also that you are awesome, that you are great. I don't want you to forget all of your strengths and all of your value. And I wanted to remind you that you have done great things, that you made a positive impact on the lives of people around you that you worked with. In case your manager or your director or your VP didn't tell you, you did a great job. You did a great job. And that there is nothing that you could have done to prevent this situation from occurring. It wasn't you. You were great. And so I wanted to say that, and I wanted to put that out there to say you're not alone. And if you feel like you really need someone to talk through this, or you'd like somebody to just, maybe we could, I'm offering my time. If you'd like to get together for coffee, if you'd like to just talk on the phone, if you want to send me your resume and just talk through what you've done in the past and how you might be able to position that in the future, or maybe you just want to talk through with somebody, get some dialogue going so that you can better understand where you want to go next. I would be happy to be that person for you. If we are friends, you more than likely have my cell phone number. You can call me, you can text me. If we are linked on LinkedIn or on Facebook, you can send me an email or a private message. I am here for you because I don't think that we're supposed to go through this alone. I think that we're supposed to live in community. I think we're supposed to be there for each other, especially in times of transition like this. When I was laid off, the 2 weeks leading up to that date, I actually had to go through the difficult task of letting other people go. So for 2 weeks, I was laying other people off, and I was having to deliver the news that they were losing their jobs. And that is not easy either. Even though at that point, I didn't know that I was going to lose my job. I had no idea. I had no notice. I had no instinct on that. So here I am laying other people off, and it is so challenging to do that with heart and with care, while also being HR compliant and following a process that your company wants you to follow. It's challenging. And so I did that for 2 weeks, having this like bottomless pit in my stomach. And then on the Friday at the end of those 2 weeks, my manager notified me that I was also losing my job. So you go through that, and there's a whole series of roller coaster emotions that you go through, right? I went through some extreme sadness and feeling really down and out, and then that moved into fear around losing my income and fear for my family and my household. And then the fear kind of moves into anxiety, because then I'm anxious about, well, how long is it going to take me to find my next job? How long does it take to find the right job? I need to make a certain level of income. I need to find a cultural fit. I really want to grow in my next job. So then there's all those feelings around anxiety about how long is that going to take? But none of those emotions served me. I needed to move through all of those emotions and get to gratitude and get to appreciation and love so that I can show up in a way that actually attracts those opportunities to me. And so that's where I am today. And I am so grateful for having this time in my life to reset my priorities, to focus on me for the first time in my life, right? For the past 13 years or so, I have sacrificed and I have overcommitted to my job, to doing a great job, to my family, to raising my kids, to being there for my husband, to all of these great things, but I forget to prioritize me. So for the last 2 months, I've been really focusing on me, and I feel great. And I know that the world is has wonderful things in store for me. And I know they have wonderful things in store for you too. So you are awesome. Don't forget it. You are valued. You are great. You have skills that no one else has. And if you need somebody to remind you of that, call me. And I will pump you up. I will remind you and I will show you, and we can talk through all of that so that you can get to your place of happiness and fulfillment and grace. And I'd like to end with a quote from Brené Brown. I love Brené Brown. If you haven't read her, I'm rereading The Gifts of Imperfection. It's a fabulous book. Brené Brown, if you're not a reader, you can also find her on TED.com. Just do a search for Brené, B-R-E-N-E, Brown, B-R-O-W-N. She has 2 fabulous TED Talks on TED.com. And so there's a quote in her book from Mark Twain that reads, "Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth." Because we can make this heaven on earth. So have a fabulous day, and I hope this has been helpful. Thanks.